Life doesn't break people. Their thinking does. Success is not just about money, power, position, or status. It's about mindset, discipline, courage, and belief. Jack Ma, one of the most rejected yet most successful businessmen in the world, once said, "If you never give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure." Today we are going to understand a harsh reality, a truth that hurts but also transforms lives. Why do 99% of people fail in life and business, while only 1% rise to the top? Why do so many dreams die halfway? Why do most people never reach the life they secretly desire? This isn't just about motivation. This is about understanding human behavior, mindset, habits, and the invisible rules of success that the world never teaches. So sit tight, listen carefully, and if you truly want to be different from the 99%, then don't just watch, feel this message. Most people fail not because life is too hard, but because they quit too early. At the start of every dream, everything feels exciting. People feel motivated, confident, powerful, and unstoppable. But motivation doesn't last. The journey becomes slow. The results take time. Problems start appearing. And the moment struggle begins, most people stop. They are ready to dream big, but they are not ready to fight big. They want success, but they don't want the pain. They want results, but they don't want the process. Jack Ma says success is simple, but not easy. The path to success will test your patience, courage, commitment, discipline, and belief. That is why 99% fail, because they don't have the patience to stay long enough. People fail because they want success quickly. They want money fast. They want recognition instantly. They want results without sacrifice. And when success takes longer than they expected, they get frustrated and quit. They think failure means the end, but in reality, failure only means not yet. Jack Ma faced rejection again and again. He was rejected from jobs, rejected by universities, rejected by companies, and even laughed at by people. But he refused to quit. Every rejection made him stronger. Every failure made him wiser. And that is why he says, if you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up means everything is over. The people who fail are not weak. They are not less intelligent. They are simply unwilling to stay in the fight long enough. Winners feel pain too. Winners feel doubt too. Winners get tired too. But they do not stop. Success belongs to the one who can continue walking, even when the road feels endless. So if you truly want to escape the 99%, you must learn to keep moving forward, even when no one believes in you, even when nothing is working, even when you feel like quitting. Because the truth is simple. Success is often only one more step beyond the point where most people give up. One of the biggest reasons 99% of people fail in life and business is because they are scared to fail. They are afraid of rejection, afraid of embarrassment, afraid of what people will say, afraid of losing, afraid of trying and not succeeding. And this fear stops them before life even gets a chance to test them. Jack Ma says, if you cannot accept failure, you cannot enjoy success. Most people want to win, but they are terrified of losing. They want a better life, but they fear the risk that leads to that life. So instead of trying, they stay where they are. Instead of taking action, they just think. Instead of moving forward, they freeze. Dreams die not because they are impossible, but because fear kills them silently. People are afraid to start a business because, what if it fails? They are afraid to chase their dreams because, what if people laugh? They are afraid to make bold decisions because, what if I make the wrong one? But here is the truth Jack Ma teaches. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. Every successful person you see today once walked through rejection, mistakes, losses, criticism, and doubt. But they didn't run from failure, they learned from it. They understood that failure is a teacher, not an enemy, a lesson, not a punishment, a direction, not a dead end. The problem with the 99% is not that they fail. The problem is that they never even try. They protect their ego instead of building their future. They choose comfort over growth. They prefer staying safe rather than taking risks that could change their lives. Jack Ma was rejected by Harvard multiple times. He was rejected in jobs, rejected in opportunities, rejected in ideas. People laughed at his vision. People told him he would never succeed. But instead of fearing failure, he embraced it. Every no became fuel. Every rejection became motivation. Every setback strengthened his mindset. Fear destroys more dreams than failure ever will. Fear keeps people average. Fear keeps people silent. Fear keeps people trapped in ordinary lives while extraordinary possibilities are waiting for them. The people who succeed are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear control their destiny. They try even when they are scared. They move even when they doubt themselves. They believe even when others don't. That is why they rise, while others remain stuck. So if you truly want to escape the 99%, you must stop fearing failure and start fearing regret. Because failure hurts for a moment, but regret hurts forever. If you fall, you learn. If you fail, you grow. If you make mistakes, you become stronger. Life rewards those who show courage, not those who hide behind fear. Another brutal truth Jack Ma highlights is that 99% of people fail simply because they love comfort too much. They want an easy life, easy income, easy success, and an easy path. But the reality is, nothing great has ever come from comfort. Comfort kills growth. Comfort destroys hunger. Comfort quietly takes away strength, ambition, discipline, and dreams. Most people are not ready to wake up early, work late, sacrifice their entertainment, cut toxic distractions, and stay committed when life demands more effort. They want success to come without discomfort. But Jack Ma says, success begins the moment comfort ends. People complain that life is unfair, but they are not willing to work harder than others. They complain they are broke, but they waste countless hours scrolling, gossiping, and wasting time. They complain that nothing changes, but they do nothing differently. They want to become successful while still living like ordinary people. They want the results of winners while keeping the habits of losers. And that's why they remain stuck. Comfort creates laziness, creates excuses. It creates a mindset that says, maybe tomorrow, maybe later, maybe someday. But someday never comes for the 99%. Success demands sacrifice. It demands staying consistent when motivation disappears. It demands pushing yourself even when you're tired. It demands disciplining your mind when it wants to rest. Jack Ma says the world offers two choices: a comfortable life now with pain later, or a difficult life now with success later. Most people choose comfort now and pay the price for the rest of their lives. The successful 1% choose discipline now and enjoy freedom later. Comfort also keeps people in average circles. They surround themselves with people who don't challenge them, who don't push them, who don't inspire them, who don't dream big. Being around average minds makes average feel normal. It makes mediocrity acceptable. But Jack Ma believes, if you want to fly, stop staying with people who are afraid of heights. Growth requires pushing beyond comfort zones, changing environments, learning new skills, and demanding better from yourself. Remember this: success is not supposed to feel comfortable. Growth is not supposed to feel easy. Progress is not supposed to be smooth. The gym burns, but it builds strength. Studying tires the mind, but it builds intelligence. Working hard exhausts you, but it builds your future. The 99% avoid this discomfort and stay trapped in the same place, same life, same worries, same problems year after year. The 1% accept the pain temporarily so they can live powerfully permanently. So if you truly want to be different from the 99%, you must make a simple but life-changing choice. Choose growth over comfort, discipline over laziness, and purpose over excuses. Stop asking for an easy life. Build the strength to handle a difficult one. Because comfort creates ordinary lives, but discipline creates legends. Believe me that one of the biggest reasons 99% of people fail in life and business is because they stop learning. They stop improving themselves. They stop upgrading their mindset. They stop growing. Most people finish school, and they think education is over. But Jack Ma says, school may end, but learning should never end. The world is constantly changing. Business is evolving, opportunities are shifting, and new skills are becoming essential every day. Yet most people are stuck with the same thinking, same habits, same mindset, and the same level of knowledge they had years ago. And when the world moves forward, they get left behind. People fail because they think they know enough. They stop reading. They stop studying success. They stop learning new skills. They stop asking questions. They stop being curious. Instead of improving themselves, they waste their time in distractions, entertainment, gossip, and comfort. They expect their life to change, while they remain the same. But Jack Ma teaches that the one who keeps learning never remains weak. The one who keeps improving never remains ordinary. The one who keeps upgrading never remains stuck. Success belongs to those who are students of life, not just graduates of school. The 99% get jealous of successful people instead of learning from them. They complain about successful people instead of studying them. They criticize successful people instead of understanding their discipline, mindset, sacrifices, and strategies. Jack Ma himself was never the smartest in school. He didn't come from wealth. He didn't come from privilege. But he made one powerful decision. He would never stop learning. He studied people. He learned from failures. He listened to mentors. He observed life. He improved himself again and again until he became unstoppable. Another reason people fail is because they refuse to adapt. They want success, but they don't want to change. They want a better life, but they don't want to become a better person. They hold on to old habits, old thinking, old limitations, and expect new results. That will never happen. Jack Ma says, your mindset is your greatest asset. If your mind doesn't grow, your life won't grow. If your knowledge doesn't increase, your opportunities won't increase. If your character doesn't improve, your success won't last. Successful people are obsessed with growth. They read, they learn, they listen, they surround themselves with smarter people. They invest in their skills. They improve their communication, leadership, patience, confidence, strategy, and emotional strength. While others spend life entertaining themselves, they spend life educating themselves. And that is why they rise when others fall. So if you truly want to escape the 99%, make learning your daily habit. Learn when you win. Learn when you fail. Learn when you feel lost. Learn when you feel powerful. Never let your mind stay empty. Feed it knowledge. Feed it wisdom. Feed it growth. Because the day you stop learning is the day you start losing. One of the deepest reasons why 99% of people fail in life and business. They don't truly believe in themselves. They doubt their abilities, their dreams, their potential, and their worth. They underestimate what they can achieve and overestimate their limitations. Before the world rejects them, they reject themselves. Before life tests them, they surrender internally. Jack Ma says, the biggest failure is not falling down. The biggest failure is losing belief in yourself. Most people start with excitement but eventually lose confidence. They let opinions control them. They let criticism weaken them. They let rejection destroy their spirit. When people laugh, they break. When people doubt them, they shrink. When life challenges them, they question their value. But here is the truth. No one else's belief matters until you believe in yourself first. Success doesn't begin in your bank account, in your business, or in your career. Success begins in your mind. If your mind says you can't, your life will agree. If your mind says you're not enough, your future will reflect it. People fail because they measure themselves by their current situation, not by their potential. They think small. They dream small. They expect small. They look at their background, their failures, their weaknesses, and convince themselves that greatness is not for them. But Jack Ma came from nothing. He had no privilege, no strong connections, no extraordinary advantage. What he had was belief that even if the world says no, he would still say yes to himself. That inner belief pushed him through rejection, through struggle, through criticism, and through doubt. Another powerful truth is that people lose belief because they expect perfection. The moment they make mistakes, they call themselves a failure. The moment something goes wrong, they say, maybe I'm not capable. But success is built on imperfection. Now you understand the truth that 99% of people fail in life and business. And it's not because life is unfair, it's because most people give up, fear failure, chase comfort, stop learning, and lose belief in themselves. But here's the secret. The 1% who succeed are not smarter, luckier, or more talented. They simply refuse to quit. They embrace failure, face fear, endure discomfort, keep learning, and hold unshakable faith in themselves. Jack Ma's life proves that your background, your failures, or what others say about you doesn't determine your future. Your mindset does. Your courage does. Your consistency does. Success belongs to those who fight when others rest, who believe when others doubt, and who act when others hesitate. If this message inspired you, like this video to show your commitment to changing your life. Comment below, I'm ready, if you're determined to step out of the 99% and build your own path to success. And subscribe now to join a community of thinkers, doers, and winners who refuse to settle for mediocrity. Remember this, the world may test you, life may challenge you, and people may doubt you. But if you hold on to belief, discipline, and relentless action, nothing can stop you. Your success starts today. Your legacy starts today. And your life can change forever if you choose to step into the 1%.